Hello students, today we start a new topic in a module number 4 building component, and topic name is flooring in a building construction technology subject. So here today we discuss in this lecture about the introduction about the flooring, then after types of flooring and essential requirement of the flooring, and a factor affecting selection of the flooring material, and also we discuss on types of ground floor. Now let's we start our new topic, flooring. So what is flooring? So the main function of the floor is to impart or is it is to provide a level surface, and this level surface of a floor support the occupant of a building, various equipment, internal partition, and furniture. So here there are two types of the floor, namely ground floor and upper floor. So what is ground floor? So when the floor is directly raised on a ground surface, it is known as a ground floor. And what is upper floor? So when the floor of each story built above the ground level, then it is termed as a upper floor. Now here some of the essential requirement of the floor is given. So a floor should have a level surface with a gentle slope or a very minimum slope, and floor should be capable to support the occupant, equipment, internal partition, furniture involved in a building, and floor should have adequate strength and stability so as to support a live load of of a building, and also a floor should have a good sound insulation, and it should have a soundproof. Also a floor should have to adequate resistance of the fire, and also floor should have a damp proof, and have a good thermal insulation, and have appropriate and gentle slope for its proper washing with water. So it's a essential requirement of the good floor. Then after, here some of the factor affecting the selection of the flooring material. So here 11 type of the factor which affect the selection of the flooring material. So one by one we start or discuss on it. So first factor is the cost. So this is the one of the important factor always considered for the selection of the flooring material, and the initial cost of the flooring material should be less. For example, like marble and granite are very costly material, and hence it is only used for the monumental building. But in case of the residential building and a public building, the cost of the flooring material should be less, as the mosaic tiles, ceramic tiles are commonly used in a flooring material due to its less cost. And material wise cost of the uh, flooring material is decrease or increase, like in a stone, kota stone is also stone and marble is also stone, but as compared to quality, both the material quality is different and cost is also different. So here cost is also depend on types of the material and quality of the material. Now next factor affect is appearance. So appearance for a flooring material should give a better and a pleasant color appearance, and flooring made in a marble, granite, mosaic tiles, terrazzo produce a good and pleasant appearance. And nowadays ceramic tiles are commonly used in a flooring material as in a residential building as well as in a commercial buildings, like shop, malls. In these buildings, ceramic tiles are generally used, and due to its shiny and colorful shade appearance, it become more popular. So here numbers of the colors and shades are available in the market, and vitrified tiles are commonly used, but strong and durable, have to good, smooth and shiny. So here appearance is also affect in a flooring. Now next third type of the factors which affect the selection of the flooring material is the durability. So flooring material should be more durable and should have a ability to resist the wearing, disintegration, and temperature changes. So the flooring is made of the granite, marble, concrete, mosaic tiles, vitrified tiles are more strong and durable. So like in a residential building, So granite, marble and mosaic vitrified tiles are used, and in an industrial building concrete flooring is required because here strong flooring is required in a industrial building. Now fourth factor effect is a cleanliness. So flooring material should have such a surface and slope so that it can be cleaned very easily, and it should resist against the absorption of the dust, oil and grease. So it is easy to clean, and it is easy to wash with water. So cleanliness is an important thing in a selection. Then after next is next factor is sound insulation. So flooring material should have a efficient resist to noise in such a way that when the occupant walk on the flooring, it should not produce any sound. And flooring made in a granite, marble, concrete, vitrified tiles etc. not produce a noise when it is in use. So it's a sound insulating material. Then after heat insulating material. So the flooring material should be good enough so as to have a good thermal insulation. Now flooring cover with a material like cork, rubber, wood, PVC tiles are good for the better thermal insulation, heat insulation. Now seventh type is the damp resistance. So damp resistance factor, it is most important factor as per the dampness is concerned, and flooring material should have a better resistance again dampness, and flooring having a good resistance to dampness creates a very healthy environment and comfort to users. Flooring made in a concrete, mosaic tiles, terrazzo are the more suitable for this type of the uh, flooring purpose, and but flooring of a wooden, rubber, cork are not more suitable for the damp resistance. So these type of the material are not generally used to construct a flooring, so because it is not resist the damp. Now next type of the factor which affect is for the selection of the flooring material is fire resistance. So it is also more popular factor especially for the upper floor. So flooring material should not catch the fire hands, should have a sufficient resistance to fire attack, and flooring made in a concrete, mosaic tiles, terrazzo, marble, granite having good fire resistance capacity. Not that if flooring material like PVC, asphalt, rubber is used, then these materials should be laid on the basis having the good fire resistance capacity, and rubber, PVC, asphalt, these type of the material are generally used in flooring as a in a industrial building only. So here fire resistance is compulsory required in a building flooring material. Now next type of the factors affect is the hardness. So it is also important factor as per the scratching indication mark or penetration are concerned, and flooring material should have a good resistance against the scratching indication and penetration when the users shift material like a furniture, steel, cupboard or racks or any other equipments over the flooring, then it may get affected by scratching or indication of the mark. Hence the flooring material should have a more hard enough to protect from the scratching. So here hardness is compulsory required in a flooring, and in a residential flooring compulsory this type of the hardness is required because furniture and steel cupboard or any other materials users shift in rooms, so hardness is compulsory required. Then second last is smoothness and evenness. So here flooring material should be sufficiently smooth but not so slippery, and should have a uniform and even surface. So here uh, Material used for the flooring is a smooth but not a slippery form, because user sleep on a surface if water is sprinkle on the surface. Now day-to-day maintenance. Another factor is the day-to-day maintenance which affect the selection of the flooring. So the floor material should have a very less day-to-day maintenance. Repair cost must be less and it should be repaired very easily. And flooring covering material like a marble, mosaic tiles, ceramic tiles, vitrified tiles, concrete, etc. need very less maintenance, and hence it is compulsory use rather than the material like wood. So here in a wood maintenance is required maximum. So in place of the wood we use this type of the stone material in a flooring. Now next point is the types of the ground floor. So here two types of the floor is generally we use ground floor and first floor. So in a ground floor there are many types of the floor which are probably used in a building structure like residential, commercial, public, etc. So following are the various types of the floor are commonly used in a ground floor. So here 7 type of the different flooring we construct in a ground floor. So first is a brick floor, second is a flagstone flooring, third one is a tiles, cement, concrete flooring, and fourth one is a granolithic flooring, fifth one is a terrazzo flooring, sixth one is a marble flooring, and seventh is a timber flooring. So let's we start. First one is a brick flooring. So there are main two methods for the brick flooring. So in a first method, in this method flooring of the method 1, the earth is filled under the floor, is compacted properly, and after getting the well compacted earth surface, a layer of the cement concrete or a lime concrete about 100 to 150 thick is laid over the entire compacted portion of the floor, and cement concrete of a proportion 1:8:16 or a lime concrete layer is called a subgrade are laid over it. And at the time of making of the subgrade, it is essential to maintain a proper slope for the purpose of the floor walls, and before laying of the brick on a subgrade, brick should be soaked in a water and or wetted in a water, so that water from the thick mortar bed will not be absorbed by the brick, and such a way strength of the mortar will not affected by the absorb the water by the brick. Now here see this figure. In this figure, first we compacted earth filling layer, then after above the earth filling layer, cement concrete layer is provided or a lime concrete layer is provided above the compacted layer, and then after above cement concrete layer, brick laid on a concrete layer. So this type of the 3 layers cross section and a plan, both the view are seen. So in a 3 layers method 1 is completed, and then after we discuss on a method 2. So in this method 2, the subgrade is compacted in a proper way up to the required level, then the thickness layer of the sand about 75 centimeter is spread over the subgrade, and on the thick layer of the sand the base course is formed by laying the course of bricks flat in a mortar, and then over this base course the brick flooring is laid in a bed cement mortar or a lime mortar about 12 thick in required pattern or in a good looking pattern. So in a figure 2 you exactly seen. So first compacted earth filling layer is provided or act as a subgrade, and above subgrade sand layer is provided as a 75 centimeter thick sand layer is provided, and above sand layer brick is laid in a layer. So these are the main two methods for the brick flooring. Now another types of the flooring we discuss on a next lecture. Thank you.